Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is putting its fifth wave in. No change to the wave count needed. As I said in the last video, as long as we're holding the trend line here, the wave 4 was probably in, and the wave 4 was in. I would have only had to move the wave 4 had we broken the impulsive channel sideways or to the downside, yeah, but that was not needed. Still, though, I thought about it all. I might really move that third wave up here. It just fits better with Ethereum. It doesn't really make a difference. Just allows for the target range to be moved a bit. But what I have to say, the target that I mentioned to you in the previous video was perfectly reached, the 17.5k level. I would still say at the moment that we are pushing higher. I see no reason for it to stop at the moment, but obviously we're getting now into regions here where it's getting more and more likely that this whole move is gonna break down because we are in the fifth wave. We have 5 waves. I mean, it has done what it needs to do. It could still push higher, of course, and I'm going to show you a few more targets so that you have a better orientation, but the minimum expectation is now completed. And also if we draw this channel, if we continue to draw this channel a little bit wider, by the way, I probably can connect waves 1 and 3 now in maybe a different way. Don't know, sometimes these are a bit, yeah, maybe we are pushing to the top of that kind of wedge, you know. Maybe that's at least a bit of an orientation. But yeah, Bitcoin is behaving, Bitcoin is pushing higher. And if we look at targets again from a, so target is achieved, yeah, but if it's not over yet, which I don't think it is, at least I have no indication. If we break now out of this channel to the downside, obviously the top could be in and we could be coming down. However, what are the different ways of measuring target now? So we could try to do it again by measuring the length of the wave 3. Now looking at the the new top of the wave 3, I had it here before, gives us a slightly higher target, even though we reacted perfectly already to our target here. But if I draw it like that, it would take us to 17.6k. So I have that on the radar. We might still be pushing to that level. Depending on how fast it happens, it could reach the top of the channel. Also, that's taking the length of the third wave. Yeah. There's another way of measuring, and we take therefore the wave 1. And one convenient or common way of calculating target for a fifth wave is that you take the length of the wave 1, and here we've already reached the 1-to-1 ratio. So, you know, we're pretty much in a region where targets, different ways of measuring the target, you know, we've reached it. Next target would here be the 1.236 extension at 17,557. I think that's a likely one, and 17,689. That's the 1.618 extension. That is also possible absolutely in a fifth wave. So could still push a bit higher, and as long as we don't have a reversal signal, and as long as targets still allow us to go higher, because they do, the 1.618 extension over wave 1 is a common target, you know, we can continue to focus on higher. However, first of all, if we now break out of this channel to the downside, it would indicate we're coming down. In addition, the 78 point, whatever Bitcoin is doing now, if it wants to continue to rise, it should stay above the 78.6% retrace. That's now at 17.2k. Dropping below that would indicate we're breaking down. What would we do then? Well, that's what we need to see. I mean, we've got here the possibility that we are in the blue count. Bitcoin has not broken above key resistance. So Bitcoin has not made the ABC in blue unlikely or irrelevant or invalidated it, yeah? So we can still find, I mean, all we're doing at the moment is to put this C wave in. That's how I've labeled it, yeah? The blue C wave. That's still quite likely for Bitcoin, and it can do so. It can still push higher into the 17.6k region. Only above that, the C wave will get unlikely, but it will not be invalidated until we break above 18,370. However, getting to that level makes it very unlikely that we're still in the C wave. So already above 17.6k it is very unlikely that we're still in the C wave. I would allow the C wave still to be a likely wave count, the blue one, yeah, which would be the bearish count, until we break above 17,932. So even though it will really only be invalidated above 18,387, the wave 4 high here, already if we break above the 78.6% retracement of this move down that took place in December, only at 17,932, if we go above that, it would make the C wave very unlikely, very unlikely. So first key resistance for this is 17.6k, which would also be here, the 61.8% retracement, which is sort of broadly in line with the targets I just gave you. So we can still squiggle a bit higher. But yeah, the 78.6 retracement will be a strong resistance. I would expect some reaction there. And then we can look at, is this the wave 3? And I will formulate a wave 4 support for you. And then we could still, if we hold that wave 4 support, that's a tradable support area. If it holds, it can still put another 5th wave in. Or we're going to break down if the support doesn't hold. So the support will tell us a lot about the movement of Bitcoin next few days and weeks. Bear in mind, I think it's in 2 days, isn't it? Yeah, I think in 2 days. I mean, I'm recording this just before midnight on the Tuesday. So on Thursday, we've got the CPI data. So that will be highly interesting. So I think markets might be waiting for that now. That will generate a lot of volatility. Really looking forward to that day. I might do a public live stream when the numbers are released. And it was quite popular last time, so we'll have a look. And other than that, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.